Welcome to Life Around 40, episode 25. How's everybody doing this evening?
Just great.
Just
Just
great.
great.
Just great. We saw a very pleasant interaction between Drew and his children a second ago. Maybe half delaying the law just a little.
What you saw was restraint. Because it's so much easier just to start whooping that ass. But I didn't do it. Didn't do it.
Yep.
So
I've been there where you're like, I just wanted to chuck you out of the house. Leave you outside for a couple hours away from me. So.
Yep.
But
Guys,
anybody?
shut up!
Mob meatloaf.
Yeah. Now.
You want the meatloaf? You want the meatloaf.
Anybody into anything good lately? Anything fun coming up?
Kaylin has her last basketball game Saturday, so that'll be lovely. They have another week off of school because why wouldn't they need another week off of school? I mean, they just had one. And let's see, I took some pretty cool photos. So we had to like cut a pattern onto a piece of construction paper and put it in front of our lens, and then in all the blurry kind of spots in the background, it takes on that shape. Why? Because optics are confusing and I don't understand them. But mine, I carved the bat signal, and
Nice.
it was awesome. It's Batman is everywhere, and then I had this great idea. It really seemed to like shimmer, and so we tried a few spots along Lake Houston, and we ended up at Lakeside Brewery, and so we're there, and I was like, yeah, can we get an iced tea? And she'll take a lemonade, and great. So we snicked down to the dock to take some pictures, and literally, man, it was really neat. I'll send y'all some of the photos. And then Joey's like, hey, can we get some tacos while we're here? I'm like, I've never said no to some street tacos. They were delish. At this point, I realized, though, I left my phones at home. And so I can't call my wife and say, hey, we're getting some tacos, would you like some? So I was like, hey, be a good man. Bring home an extra order of tacos. And it still did not appease anybody because they had already eaten. And I had delicious tacos and they had air fryer chicken. So.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you ate that extra set of tacos right in front of them.
Right in front
I
of
did
them.
not.
I
did not. So Megan ate one at some point in the day, and then her and I split the last two for breakfast in the morning. Delicious. What a great breakfast. A delicious chicken taco.
I love tacos. I'll eat them for any meal. Street
They're
tacos
delish.
especially. Oh,
So good.
I remember when I first started eating them, and they were like, you get them for like $1 a piece. Now around here, they're like
these.
almost $3 a piece, or $4. Oh, $5.
$5 a taco.
How am I
Now,
supposed to
I will
eat 6
say-
of them?
It was $30 for 6 tacos, but I will say though, man, like they had to double tortilla these bad boys, and the chicken's falling out of every bite.
Okay.
Like they were stuffed. So
I'll tell you what.
it's still
some
not
of the-
worth it, but
Some of the best tacos I've ever had that were actually affordable, but were just absolutely incredible. There's a chain of Mexican grocery stores here in Columbus called La Michoacana, and they have like restaurants in all of them too. And you go in there, tacos are like $1.50, maybe $2, and they just same thing, just pile. It's a mound of meat on these tacos, and they are incredible. I was the only white dude in it. It was awesome. It was. It was right around the time where there was all this talk about ICE maybe coming to Columbus, and the only white man walking into the Mexican grocery store. I was like, I probably look very suspicious right now, but I ordered my tacos and I left and ate them in my car.
There's
They were incredible though.
I don't know if it's still there or not, but there used to be a restaurant there in Mount Gilead, right when you went in, coming from where in the area we used to live.
Yeah. Up 61
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And
Okay.
they're like shortly like right before you get to the first light, I want to say. Um, there on the corner on the left side, they had opened up a Mexican restaurant there about 10 years ago or so. That place was the bomb. Heck, they've got the old Dairy Corner place. That's a Mexican restaurant there in Marengo now.
Is it really?
Hmm.
I'm
I
not
didn't know
happy
that.
about it. Back in the day, it was a delicious Italian joint that made great pizza, and then
Mm,
I believe they divorced, and they had to sell the business, and it's
yeah,
been a Mexican joint ever since.
yeah.
Wow. It's funny. There used to be an Italian place called the Warehouse. You pull out of my neighborhood here and go up 23, go down 23 south, and it was right there. I mean, it was like I could throw a stone to it. And it went out of business. I think there was a little embezzling going on. I'm not totally sure. There was
Italians
some sketchy
embezzling? What are
stuff.
you talking about?
No.
Nah.
What are you
No.
talking about?
What are you
huh?
talking about?
There's no no one's ever attached the Italians to any kind of organized crime or anything. But now it's a Mexican restaurant. I think it's yet to open. They've had it ready for a while. I saw a few cars out there, so I'm wondering if they're doing staff training. So I'll get down there and check it out. I'm sure they'll have $3.50 street tacos, which is gonna ruin my day.
You
But
want me to be honest about something? I have actually never had a street taco.
that will change. I will change that for you. You and I will go to La Michicana and we will get us a couple
He is-
good street tacos.
He is gonna
Uh,
pop your cherry.
I will pop
Okay.
your taco cherry, buddy.
Okay.
There's
Uh,
all
They're
kinds of
delicious.
sexual innuendo here into that.
Oh man, have you had a birria taco?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my
quesabirria,
dear sweet God!
especially.
Yeah,
But the
I don't know if I
cheese
have
you
one.
melted
dip it.
and it
You
cooked.
dip in that little. Oh my God!
The problem is up here they're like $15 for 3. So because they sell them in like 3 packs, a lot of places get it for $15, which it's good, and you're full. I mean, good God, you don't want to eat another one. And they're super greasy, very tasty. So
Yeah. Oh, so speaking of, how are you with kielbasa?
I like kielbasa.
Kielbasa's good.
Yeah, I like most
So-
smoked sausage and stuff.
I'm not a huge fan. Okay, I've just never had been. Like mom's made it, and it's like, well, yeah, I'll muscle through, but it's not my thing. Well, I'm at HEB. You know, here everything's better, and they're making kielbasa and a sauce, and I'm like, I mean, I'll try it because it's free meat. You know, no question. So it turns out it's in a pineapple habanero sauce.
Okay.
And I'm like, that seems odd. And I take a bite of this. I'm with Julia, and I'm like, oh my dear sweet God. Like, I don't know what it all does to the flavor, but it's miraculous. So I'm like, I'm buying it right now. So I bought the sauce. I bought the kielbasa they were using. And Megan's like, you bought kielbasa? I was like, yeah, it's awesome with this sauce. She's like, no. She's like, I'll try it, but just no. She's excited though. Apparently, this is one of her favorite meals, kielbasa sausage. I was like,
Mhm.
okay. And so she tries my particular sausage, and then just chooses to devour like more than half. She's like, oh my God, this is so good. I was like, I told you, like when I say it's good, you know it's got to be good because I don't like this shit. But I ran into the lady. She made me a taco birria in HEB, also delicious. And we were talking about that sauce, and she's like, I put it on cream cheese, and it turns into a dipping sauce. And I'm like, it's brilliant. She's like, oh, it's so good on like a pork loin. I'm like, I like this chick. She's
Yeah.
fantastic. She could move in and come up with food ideas because now I'm excited.
Well, I will
Food.
say, when you're doing things right in life, when your wife will eat your sausage, you're doing good.
Absolutely.
Things are going
Take the
well.
whole thing. Takes the
I,
whole
uh,
thing.
I grew up. My aunt used to make all the time fried potatoes and onions and sliced kielbasa sausage,
Mm.
and fry that up in a pan. We ate that all the time, and then also you would slice it up into coins and fry it in a skillet, and we would eat that in our potato soup. growing up.
Mm.
Okay.
So like I grew up eating it all the time. I still make that potato dish, and I still do potato soup with it. We did last time, instead of kielbasa, we did andouille sausage, and it was really good too because that
Mm.
kicked the heat up a little, which is really nice. So
I love it.
There's DeRusso's sausage that
I've heard you
I
talk
really
about it
like.
a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I will use that. I actually use that. I think I sent pictures to both of you of that chili mac stuff that I made
Oh yeah.
a few weeks
Yep,
back. I
yep.
used that, and I put that in the chili for the meat. So, and it comes at least for the DeRusso's one. It's there's like a sweet, and then there's like a medium hot, and then there's a hot. The hot I don't like. It's not that it's hot. It's just as the flavor. I don't really. It's not bad, but it's just not something I care for. So I kind of just skew to the medium hot. I think that's a good balance for it.
Is it
But-
kind of like an Italian sausage or what?
Yeah, it's like an Italian sausage. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think they're based out of Youngstown,
Okay.
Youngstown or Cleveland. But I want to say it's Youngstown.
So how about you, bud? Taylor? Anything going on? Anything fun to look forward to? Or
Well, I'm starting to put in plans. I know at the end of July I'm going to go up to Minnesota to visit a buddy of mine. I just kind of got everything set for that week off to go up there and see him and his wife. I talk to him all the time, but I haven't seen him in years. So, but other than that, not really much. I was getting over being sick, and then just I only had Sunday off, and then I've just worked a bunch so far this week, so really haven't
Okay.
it's not been fairly uneventful. Like,
That's kind.
yeah, I mean, pleasantly so. I think I got like today. I didn't get back till about 6:30, so
oh,
it was a bit of a longer day. So I was, I went out to Dresden, then Zanesville, then New Concord, Caldwell, Cambridge, Newcomerstown, Mount Vernon, back. So,
yeah. It's a lot.
so just bouncing all over. So
I officially started to feel old in a new and different way this week because I
Uh-oh.
feel old constantly. But like I told you, Taylor, Thursday I'm not going to be able to do the D&D group. We have one of our distributors, Westco, is holding a pool tournament down in Hilliard.
Yeah, welcome. Hey, you can crash
Yeah.
here.
No.
Huh?
Down in Hilliard, and to the people that were going to go at my company, they can't go now, so they reached out and asked if I wanted to go, and I said yes, as long as I don't have to play pool. I don't want to enter the tournament and play because I don't particularly care for pool, and I'm awful at it. But I was like, yeah, if it's just networking or whatever, I'm a sales rep, absolutely, I'll go down and do it. That's something like 4 or 5 to like 8. And all this week, back in the day when I got invited to that, I'd be like, oh, heck yeah, I can't wait to go down, hang out with other people in the industry, go to probably run into several people I know that I haven't seen in a while. And now I'm like, I'd rather just go home and play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. I was like, that makes me feel old and extremely nerdy, that I'd rather just go pretend to be somebody in a game than hang out here at a
Oof.
bar all night. So
Now, look, here's what you do. You whip out that travel and expense card, right? Whip out that
Mhm.
card, fly me up, get me a shirt. I will play in your pool tournament,
here
and
we
I
go.
will.
How good are
I
you
will
at
play
billiards
for
there,
you.
Drew? Are you pretty good?
Depends. Okay, look.
How
I used to
it depends
play a
on how
lot. I had
drunk
a-
you
I
are.
Yeah, I had a pool table at my parents' house, right?
Yeah.
I played all the time. I loved it. I got really good. I find I get good again, and fuck you for ruining it, when I'm a certain level of drunk. It is past slightly stupid, and I am like, it's like I see the geometry on
so
the
he
board.
comes
I'm
with
like,
geometry whiz, yeah.
What,
Yeah,
what is
right.
this, guy? Get the ball. Right where I say.
Yeah.
I experienced this in North Carolina where we were blitzed. I was trying to hang out with a buddy. And he was like, "Hey Drew, you need a beer?" I was like, "I need a beer." And he came back with a shot of Jaeger and a beer every time. So you're just shot, beer, beer, beer. I'm seeing like 18 balls on the table at all times. and I'm literally calling my shots. And I ran like the table twice, and dude, people are like, oh, chest button, oh, let me get you another beer. I'm like, great, like, it was a great time. I remember being extremely good at pool and had a hangover in the morning. So, but I used to play a lot, man. I really enjoy the game. It's fun.
Somewhat decent, but I haven't played in a few years. I used to go with a coworker and her boyfriend. We would play, and they would just be like, "What the?" Because I'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna do some like chicanery,
Sure.
some not necessarily BS, but I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do some fun shots here," and they would just kind of be like, "What?" So I would purposely hit offhand and stuff for them, and they would just be like, "No, we're done. Let's go bowling."
There is no chance I could play right-handed. There is no chance in hell. That table would have no felt left. That is not something I could do.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't great at it. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, we're just gonna be ginger with this.
You gotta see me throw a football right-handed. It's a sight to behold. Like I'm a big guy, but you give me a bam, I'll throw it, and it's like,
oh, it's so unnatural feeling. Yeah,
it
feels so weird.
I could shoot foul shots righty, like that seems to be okay, but throwing a football,
I can't.
That is the most unnatural thing imaginable.
I can't shoot a basketball with my dominant hand. I'm probably the worst basketball player you've ever seen, so I'm terrible at basketball.
Oh, it's all good.
I had another thing I wanted to run past you guys. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So thanks, David. The preemptive yes. Just going to get.
I mean, you said tell you you're wrong.
So over the weekend, my daughter had a science project due, and it's a science project where they were doing
over the weekend.
They had all last week to do it.
Okay, they were procrastinators.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, they spent the whole week cutting things out. Irregardless, so it's a group project, and one girl worked on a Friday. Then a bunch of girls got together on Saturday to work on it, but Chloe didn't want to do that because one of their friends came over and we took them like ice skating and out to dinner, and she's like, I want to do that instead. So we're like, okay. And the compromise was we went and picked it up Sunday after church, brought it home, and finished it. And what the science project was, you had to recreate a atom city. So you had to like do all the different parts of an atom, like the nucleus and all these different 14 items they were doing. Well, the girls' group decided to do it like a medieval theme. So they did like a castle, and there was a butcher shop, and like we created the grocer, and because the teacher had like what it was, and then like an example, like a super Walmart, we did a grocer, and like a postal office. Well, there was no post office in medieval times, so I just did like ye old letter slot, like whatever. And one of them was city employees. And I'm like, okay. So they had cut out these two guards, and then there was this other third just like lady or whatever. Well, the way it was put together by the time we got it, it was so cramped. We were having a hard time getting everything into the castle and making it all fit. So I was like, look, the guards can be the city employees because they didn't have any other role from what I could tell. So, and I labeled them that way. We got them in there. Chloe got everything glued in, took it in, and we did not have room for that other one character that wasn't even like colored or was partially colored. And the teacher docked them like a couple points because she said, you don't have any city employees, even though we wrote on the guards that they are city employees. My reasoning here is they are city employees because the queen was technically the city. The castle is the city in our model. Who pays the guards?
I mean, you would think the crown
The queen
pays the guards.
The queen pays the guards.
Right.
So they're in employ of the queen, who is representing the city.
Unless they're mercenary guards, you could technically, How privatized are these cards?
Now we're gonna get to the nitty gritty to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Are they-
Well,
Are
less,
they perhaps?
but
Taylor's
are they
like,
perhaps
let me be devil's
volunteers?
advocate.
are yes. Let me be heuristic in my this example here. Were they being paid off by a neighboring town, perchance?
No, they were on the payroll of the
Okay.
queen.
So besides the fact that they were guards, did they have another job?
No, they were just guards.
They should have done
So-
jailer. Or
So did you
town
even have to
crier.
have a guard to begin with?
I didn't create them. The other girls already created them. We just had to fit them in somewhere
Hmm.
because that was all done. We only took care of like 3 of the items. The other girls did all the rest, and they had these guards and this one person. Well, we could not fit that one person in there. So I was like, well, the guards, they're city employees. That should work. So we went with that. Well, they still got a good score. Like they pretty much passed it. She only docked 2 points. But I was like, if you'd like, I can go argue your case.
I
to the
would.
teacher.
I would just for
Yeah.
the sport of it.
Yeah,
to see if I can
do
good,
see,
sir.
well, to see what answer they would give to where they would be like they're not a city employee.
And I'm
And
like, how
what
so?
you should do? Have you Googled this? Have you said, hey, in the ancient times, who would pay the guards? And if it comes from the king and queen, then you need to bring some documentation into this teacher and shove it right up her ass.
Well, and part of what I was talking to my wife about it earlier, being me, I was like, I look at it like police. Guards are essentially police for the most part. I get it. There's bailiffs and whatever in medieval times, but it's like those people are on the royal coin.
I
know what I
would. The
mean?
thing is that you're. I mean, they would. As cheeky as I am being about it, it could have easily been a more privatized affair with the city guards.
You could have.
So.
But this is a 6th grade science project.
Well, right.
Also,
Yeah.
Do
I
we
think
need
yeah.
to get to the nitty gritty so much? The girls did the work. They did what they
Yeah.
were asked to. Give them the points.
I
Let's
would agree
not
with that.
dock kids, 11, 12-year-old girls on technicalities here that you're going to have to
Whether
really
or
sift
not,
through.
yeah, for
You know,
I feel like-
non-history
I feel like Taylor's
class.
Taylor's looking for the balance sheet here. So
He is. He's wanting to see
he's
the
clearly on the
coffers
teacher
and-
side.
Well, right. Yeah.
He's like, they're
I mean-
underpaid, Graham. You're a piece of shit.
Well, no, just more of just thinking of like, oh, they probably would have been privatized towards like lords and stuff, and then
yeah, but that would be at the Lord's Manor, not the Queen's castle.
Yeah, why would they be the Queen's
I
castle?
get. Well, I mean, if
Which
they're
there are examples of the kings, like the people lower than lords, that they have to volunteer their people's times to go protect or go on
Yeah.
adventures for them. Not history class.
well, no,
Sixth grade
that's what I'm
science
saying.
class.
Yeah. Like I agree. I think that's a little too. Yeah, you're getting a little too lost in the weeds for something like that. It should have just
So
been.
I was a little annoyed because those girls worked really hard and I thought they had a really nice model. So when she came home and the one thing that I was like, we can't fit this in here. I think this will work for you instead. That's where they got the points docked. I was like a little miffed because I'm like, I feel like you're being a little petty. Maybe petty's not the right word,
Yeah, no.
but it's like it's not
it's
necessary.
petty,
These
yeah.
girls put the work in, they put the time in, they did what you asked. Don't dock them points. For
a
that.
little too particular because you start running out of characters,
Well,
professions for.
At some point too, it's like they understand what they are. They got the lesson that you're trying to impart, and I feel like a lot of those projects are equally parts you understand it, and equally parts did you actually put effort into this project. They did, so let's not nitpick them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
whatever, it's 2
like you said,
points,
it's a 6th
so
grade thing. If this is a dissertation going on for your,
Your
your
thesis
college
of some-
paper, your first
exactly.
thesis. Yeah,
it's- I
a little bit
understand
more.
that.
need to-
We're not writing to a medical journal here. It's a 6th grade science project.
Yeah.
So I was just a little annoyed. So I just want to get your guys' take on it.
I mean, I love arguing with people. It's one of the small joys I still get in life.
Well,
so
here's what we'll
I'd
do.
probably be in there.
I'll fly you up for the pool tournament, and then we'll go in Friday. we'll pitch our argument, you and I together.
I'm here. I'm here
Yeah,
for you.
Drew and Graham got escorted out of the school. It was a huge blow up. I don't know what happened.
Want to be the first time.
It's all right. I have no loyalty to
Goodness.
Delaware schools, so it's fine. Other than my wife works
Sam
there.
Skibby. Do you have school choice? Do you guys have school choice in Ohio?
I think we do. I think you can do what's it called? Where you can live in one district, but you can register in other districts and stuff.
School choice. Yeah.
Certainly used to not be that way. That's
Yeah.
why I went to Highland.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
it was
best
for the better.
school.
You met us.
Well, I'm
was.
just saying. Oh, no, that was because I had moved to my dad's there in 8th grade, and then Heritage was like, you don't live in our district anymore. You live up at your dad's. You can't be going to be school here anymore. So that's when I transferred that last 9 weeks.
huh?
Did,
Yeah, I know nowadays. Now, I don't think they do it for everybody. I think you have to have a very compelling case or whatever. Why?
Mm.
You'd have to ask my wife. She
Did-
knows much more about it than I do.
Did any of you guys go to any of your reunions?
Taylor, went
Yeah,
to-
I went to the last year's one.
I almost went to that one, but
or not
I
the
ended up
not the
getting
2 years
busy.
ago, I guess now 2 years ago.
But no,
Yeah,
I've never
no,
been to one.
20th.
I got blown up by a few people. Like, oh man, come on! I'm like, I have zero interest in seeing any of you.
It was.
I would say only about 15, I think 20. There's a picture of it on
Yeah,
Facebook
I've heard
or
it's
something. There weren't.
not too many. The only reason I was going to go is because you were going, and then I ended up being
Yeah.
busy and I couldn't go. So
Yeah, it was.
I
it
mean-
was pleasant.
The only person I care to see is Dan, and I see Dan almost every year, anyways.
well, that's the thing. Everybody that I want to have a friendship with, I'm not. I don't want to say that because I did have a lot of friends in school that I would like to see again. So there's a lot of people I wouldn't mind seeing again, but my close friends that like you go to those things to see every year, I talk to them all the time. So it's like I don't really need a reunion, but there are people I wouldn't mind saying hi to again. And with Facebook and stuff now, you're so caught up in everybody else's life
yeah, that
anyways.
makes sense,
Really
yeah.
not.
Well,
Really
yeah,
not.
You're not, but
I have actually deleted Facebook. It's been gone for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
what we need to do is force Jared to go to one because he's in the Hall of Fame. So you guys
What's the Hall of
remember that?
Fame?
He got inducted
Yeah.
into the Highland Hall of Fame
Oh, did he?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
for cross country. Yep.
Oh,
I went
that
to
makes
his
sense.
ceremony.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I
Uh,
thought his record did get him broken there, but at some
it might
point,
have.
But maybe
I don't
I'm.
know. But
yeah.
it made for great fodder when we went to that ceremony. He was. we had like twist his arm to go. It was hilarious.
Aw.
It's pretty funny.
It's... oh goodness.
Oh, boy.
No, yeah, no, it was really good to go to the 20th. It was there's a lot of and that makes it kind of hard too as well as I don't have as much of a connection to a lot of them there because it was like I only got to know you for a couple
Yeah.
years as opposed to a lot of other people. But
Well, that's
Yeah, it was
like there's a couple people. I don't want to say her name and call her out here, but who used to live just down the road from me, and we were all close friends in high school. You probably remember who I talk about. You probably know who I'm talking about. At my grandma's house, lived right at the corner.
I think I do.
I'll text
I'm
you.
not gonna mention. I'm not gonna mention names, but I think I do. I'll send you a
text you.
Discord message if I could be wrong about this. Just so I think that's the day.
Yeah.
Is it that? Okay, that's what I thought.
She was always super cool. I always liked hanging out with her. So,
Yeah.
and there's several people from that group that I wouldn't mind just checking in and seeing how, actually talk to them face to face again. It's been a long time. So,
Yeah, no, it was pleasant. Highly recommend whenever they do the next one.
who knows if we're alive?
Oh, I mean,
How long will that
That's
be?
the way to look at it, buddy. That's the way to look at it.
yeah. I mean, it
Because-
depends if they do a 25. If they do a 25, it'd be 3. If they do
Okay,
30,
so it was
it's
the
gonna be
20th was the last one, right?
correct.
Oh,
If they do a
Jesus.
25th, if they do a
It's gonna be old
25th,
as
that's
shit.
next year for me.
Yeah.
You gonna fly up?
No, you think I'm wasting money for that? Like, if I'm up, I could say I'd go just to see. For me, it's more like just to see some of the guys. I don't even know if It's not that I disliked anybody. I've really moved on.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I
well,
just,
yeah,
we
you just
all
go down
have.
different, right? You go down different paths, and you
We
just,
all have.
I just,
you wish people well, and just kind of go
I
back.
just don't hold on.
Hey,
I
I
just
totally
don't
get
hold on to things very much, man.
Mm.
I just, I
I
don't know.
don't feel like
I'm
I don't
weird.
feel like I'm holding on to anything. There's just people I wouldn't mind talking to again. Just
No, I
another
get you.
good one. So
Sure. I remember I was hanging out at a buddy's house. I was hanging out at a buddy's house here, several years ago, and the whole time, we're all in our 30s. We're all at least in our early 30s, and they are all just the whole fucking time where they're there just talking about high school, and I'm just like, ugh, like anything new, guys? And, they're like, oh man, you remember back in '03 when we had that football game? I'm like, oh my god, like they peaked. That's the problem, is they all peaked. Like I don't feel like, and I couldn't
Yeah.
stand the conversation. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like this is
Yeah.
first off, I wasn't at their school. I'm just the new guy, and I literally could have given shit less to talk about all the dumb shit I did in high school. Like some of it's funny, but most of it borderline retarded.
well, that's what
You
made it
think
fun.
you're cool as shit, but you're not.
That's what made it
Yeah.
fun.
It's either
No.
peak or it's just that it's kind of to me it was always a very depressing thought for that people would think so highly of high school, and it's like
Ugh,
that is
horrible.
well,
Oh, yeah.
no, you can certainly have nice have memories of
For
it or
sure.
something.
Yeah, I have
but it's
many
just kind
fond
of like
memories of high school, but it was still
yeah,
high
if you're
school.
doing it right, it's going to be 4 years, maybe 3, depending on the school or something. But that's a very small window, and then if that's it for you, and that's a very miserable way to live
And
life. I
like
feel.
I try to impress it on my kids too, because they're right in the middle of all that school drama right now in middle school or
Oh,
whatever.
right.
And it's like you remember how it could feel. It could feel sometimes like life was ending. You know what I mean? Because it's all you know. Normal people, Taylor, a lot of times feel that life is ending when you're in school because it's all you know. It's the only thing that's the most exposure you have to life at that
It
point.
is.
And so I try to impress on them, like, this is such a small snippet of your life that the stuff
So
that's
small.
bothering you right now, you won't even remember when you're older. Like, don't think it's the end of the world, because it's not, I promise. But
Mm.
you try to tell that to middle school Graham, he wouldn't have listened either. So I get it.
The only thing I
Alright.
miss about high school for me was the lack of responsibility.
Oh, 100%. That's
God.
the only thing I missed too.
God, do I miss it, man. That's
Yep.
the one thing I do miss. It's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay up till 3 in the morning because F it. You know?
I miss it too.
I don't care if
A
I'm
lot.
tired at school tomorrow, but, work, it's like, I better go to bed at 10 because I got a meeting
Oh,
and I
yeah.
got to seem like I care.
Topic of the week.
All right, so the topic this week is my topic. I'll try to explain it a little bit. I wanted to find out what quality you see in other people that kind of draws you to want to be their friends or hang out with them more. Um, so a quality or a personality type that you kind of seek out in people that you want to keep in your life on a, more than just acquaintance level. I can go ahead and start, kind of set the tone. I think the most compelling quality in somebody to me that's like, man, I really like this person, like I want to get to know them better, is, and the word just completely slipped my mind. When they're very genuine. That's what I'm looking for. Yes. Someone who's very genuine, who's not trying to be somebody they're not or inflate themselves to, be more than they are. Someone who's willing to accept that, we're all humans. We all have our issues. We all have whatever, and just come to you with who they are. And if you like them, you like them. You don't, you don't. I think that's probably the quality that most endears me to somebody, is just how genuine they are and how upfront they'll be about just who they are. I really appreciate that a lot, which is why I think I work. You guys are such good friends of mine, is because I know exactly where you stand. You don't try to hide behind something or whatever. You call it as you see it. Drew especially has zero mask whatsoever. Uh, but I really like that in people, that just being super genuine and being yourself. So it makes it easier for me to be myself as well, because I know we're not trying to outwit each other.
Hmm.
Um, so
I mean,
and we've talked about this before a little bit. You can see it in like a lot of this in like people that I don't like who are always trying to one up you. Look, there's going to be things Drew is better than me at. There's going to be things Taylor is better than me at. That's fine. I don't need to try to one up you, or you don't need to try to one up me in something. Just you are who you are. Everybody has faults. Everybody has, upsides, and that's fine. That's what makes this whole mess interesting, is because we all can help each other in those areas. So that's probably my biggest one, is just being super genuine.
I love it. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful thing.
It is a good
There
thing.
are times I feel like I should maybe hold back, but then what's the spark of life without just a little bit of taste of honesty every once in a while?
For sure. Yeah.
But one thing for me, like, obviously I like someone to be funny, because if you're not, then what the hell are we going to talk about and stay interested in? And then being old, a lot of my friends are people I've been at work, and my God, if you can't joke during the day, oh God, it's
miserable.
gonna be a rough one. Now my dynamics changed a little bit, because a lot of the guys I've been friends with, I'm also their boss, so you gotta have a level of barrier, which is tough for me. That's a tough one for me. But really, I think the one thing that I really, and like when I discover someone's not, it changes my dynamic with them, is you don't have to like everybody. There's people I don't necessarily super care for, but I cannot stand people that treat other people like garbage. You know, all the digs behind your back, like I just can't stand it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the best guy in the world, but like I feel like I'm genuinely pretty honest with people, and I mean, just again, I don't like certain people, but I treat them well. I don't talk mad crap about them. If they ever asked me what I thought about them, I would be honest with them. There's one thing like, oh God, this guy was a real jerk today, and then there's like, God, I can't believe that guy. Like, oh, what a dipshit all the time. Like, I just can't stand it. Like, genuinely treat people good. Like, come on,
Yeah.
and don't spread negativity. I think that all ties together. Like, stop the negativity crap. I can't do it.
And to kind of tie into that, because it's not exactly what you're talking about, but like people that talk down to other people. So you'll see that
Sure.
rude person in a restaurant, or just because they're interacting with a customer service representative, they feel like they have that one up on them and they can talk to them however they want. The customer's always right.
Sure.
It's like, that's not how people work, though.
And
Business
that's
will
not
tell you
reality
that,
either.
but that's not reality. That's not how people work. So even if you come out and screw up my meal and get everything completely wrong, I'm still going to try to be as nice to you as I possibly can, because you don't want to be here. You're working. I don't want to be at work. You know what I mean? Even if you're doing a terrible job, you're still a human being, and I want to treat you as such. I hate seeing that when I'm in places or hear somebody talk to somebody, just talk down to them. It's like, you are no better than anybody else here, no matter what your status in society is. That's not it. So kind of, it's the sidecar to what you're talking
The
about.
Yeah.
sidecar.
So, not that it really applies, and they were super nice to me the whole time, but when I was in Ohio, I was like, I needed a mattress, right? So I go to the store and I show up. I'm in my work clothes. I'm in my work van, because it's, the mattress store is right down the road. So let me just stop in here, right? So I stop in, and he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? I was like, great. He's like, all right, man, hey, well, just, come with me. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, let's go see some mattresses. Never really been in a mattress store as an adult, so this was new. And we go back into this warehouse storagey area, and I'm like, this isn't what I thought it would be. She's like, all right, here it is. Here what is? Well, the air conditioner's broke. Like, I ain't here to. I'm not here to fix your damn air conditioner. I'm here to buy a mattress. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go somewhere. She's like, oh no. I was like, nope, I'm out. Like, if that was her inclination, like you just think, hey, are you here to fix this? Oh no, I'm not. I wanted to buy a mattress. Oh great, but you just walk me straight back.
Straight back.
I was like, okay, I'm done.
So I have to ask, how many times you guys been in a store shopping and had somebody come up and talk to you like you work in the store? I've had that happen so many times to me. Now, part of it was maybe the work shirt I was wearing at the time looked like
Okay.
maybe I was working there. But I've had so many people be like, "Hey, I need this cut of meat. Can you go in the back and get it?" I'm like, I don't think they want me back there. Just like they don't want you there. I don't think they want me back there. I get that all the time. Apparently, I look like a
What?
store worker.
What do you wear? Here's my what do you wear?
It's usually a polo that it happens in. I'm in some kind of polo.
He's wearing red
Tucked
going into
in? Are
Target.
you a tucker?
Am I what?
Is it red? Yeah, is it a red,
red
polo
going
when you're in
walking into
Target?
Target.
I do have red polos, but I don't ever go to Target. So
I just-
Target, I think, is the worst store on earth. But that's just me.
What are the pants that you wear?
So it depends on where I'm at. Most of the days nowadays, I wear jeans and an untucked polo or a quarter zip pullover. And it hasn't happened to me a whole lot lately. But back in the day, I would walk out of a meeting or whatever, and I would be in khaki, work khakis, a polo
Yeah,
shirt.
it's the
tucked in.
khakis. It's
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's why.
But
So-
hey, I just came out of a meeting. I got to dress like I'm going to a meeting. I can't roll in blue jeans.
When Siemens changed the dress code to allow jeans, it was the happiest day of my life.
Oh, I wear them all. I
Just-
wear them just about every day now. So even customer walkthroughs, because I know so many of them, and most of the time I'm walking with a maintenance guy. Those guys don't care. They just want you to come do the thing and get out. You could be dressed in a freaking, zip up sleep thing onesie or whatever, and they're like, just whatever, let's do the walk. Get you out of here. So no, I wear jeans all the time now, unless I'm going into meetings with executives or something. Then I'll wear khakis or really nicer clothes. So
Mm. Taylor.
Mm. Yeah, this is I don't know. This is kind of a weird one for me because I don't really think I don't know how exactly like how I get like drawn to certain people. I don't really necessarily have a parameter. I know I have like a checklist of like in head of somebody who's um I think a big thing for me is being like honest with your words and being honest. I mean, genuine is one thing, but also like I in the like when you get into the backbiting, but I really do not like when somebody will say one thing and then go and do something else that's against that kind of thing, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'll promise to do this," but then I don't do that. It's not like not even like breaking the promise or like a delay to it. Like if you're delayed, if you're like, "Oh, I'll get to it," and it takes a little longer, like I can, that's fine. But but it's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna like I'll say this, but then I'm gonna do something like that. Really kind of offsets me. A lot of times when I meet people, I don't know. I feel like most of my life has been very transient. Like I've been in pockets and places for a handful of years and then move, handful of years and then move and stuff. There just seems to be this just, for lack of a better way to put it, just kind of like this spark of recognition of like, oh, there's just something about you that I really enjoy. And it's a lot of times it's people who have very different interests. Not always, but just because I think for whatever reason when I was younger, it got into my head that like things that my siblings would like, I would let them have that. So, for example, my brother really liked Full Metal Alchemist, the anime show and stuff, and I was like, okay, you watch that, you enjoy that, that's yours. You tell me about it. Because we can't enjoy everything. We don't have all the time in the world for it, so it's kind of like, those kind of differences and stuff. But at least, yeah, the honesty and then like knowing to do the right thing when it comes down to it. I mean, it's one thing to do what you can to get by and stuff, but if you whatever the moral is that you have, whatever the principle, I guess that's a good word for it, principled. Principled individual. I really appreciate that in people. So
I can see that. Yeah.
it's just kind of like yeah. I think that one really sets me off when it's like, oh yes, that, but then
I understand.
I
Yeah.
I happen to feel I have one of the most eclectic group of friends. I have one friend who's on a second heart. I got another friend who's lacking an ear. I got one friend that was he was a luchador.
Okay. I want to meet this guy.
Oh yeah. Louis fantastic. I got one friend that's like a mega nerd, and one of the things you said, like, doesn't talk down to people. Dave talks down to everybody, and sometimes he listens to the show. So if he hears this, Dave, he talks down to people, but he doesn't do it intentionally. He just, like, I treat people like they don't know as much as me. Dave treats people like they're stupid. It's the same concept, just with a different, different,
Yeah.
different
kind of
nuance.
icing on the cake. It's just like, Dave, you're a dick to people. Like, you gotta figure that. He's like, it's just too late for me. I was like, it's fair, as long as you know.
But see, that's fine because he's being genuine at that point. So it's like, no, it's
Yeah.
too late for me. Whatever. He generally doesn't care. So I'm like,
Oh Lord.
I respect
So-
that. Yeah.
The funniest moment ever is I had left Siemens. I was at the value added partner, and I get a phone call from Jeremy, and he's fucked. He's raging mad, and he's like, you better get a hold of your friend, but before I just drop him. I'm like, okay, what happened? He goes, well, he called me an effing idiot, and I'm like, okay, again, what happened? This seems good, I'm like, first off, why are people calling me? Like, this isn't my business. So he goes, well, I was working this job, and I've been working on it for like 6 months, and something happened with the computer, and the databases are all gone. What happened to the database? Well, short side story there, the night guy was using it as his spank bank. And he got one of those viruses where they wanted money, and then they would give him the password to get back into the computer.
Oh, yeah.
So we're all like, so my friend Dave's like, well, no big deal. So he asked Jeremy, he goes, well, just give me one of your backups. I don't have one. What do you mean you don't have one? How long you been on the job? He's like, 6 months. And you don't have any backups? Have you taken any backups from the job? No, I don't know how. He goes, well, you're a fucking idiot, right? It's absolutely hilarious. So Jeremy tells me this, and I'm like, well, dude, I got to tell you, you're kind of a fucking idiot. Like,
The boneheaded move.
Always take
was like,
backups.
you didn't think maybe I don't know how to do this? Ask. Just throwing that out there. You could just ask that, hey, you go to management systems, server, backup.
Crazy.
Like three clicks away, man, and
Crazy.
there's your backup. Then take it from the backups folder onto a storage drive or to a cloud drive. But he didn't do it. So Dave calls. He goes, hey, man. I go, hi, Dave. Had a talk with Jeremy today. Why did he call you? He sure did, Dave, and he's about to drop you, right? He was like, hey, I have a question. I was like, what's up? He goes, do you have a backup for this job site? I was like, Dave, as a former Siemens employee, I do not have any property, intellectual or otherwise, that would put me in a situation with the Siemens. As your friend, no, I don't have a backup in that place. I was like, but if I did, I would let you have it. But I was like, you should call Jeremy and reiterate that he's an idiot, just so I could get another call. This was a fun time for me. Thank you.
And just so most people know, 90% of things, that's how you back them up. It's very simple.
Yeah.
They know you're going to be taking backups, and they make it easy. So-
You could literally go, DeZigo has like 3 different views. You go to any one of them, and type the word backup in the search, and on this one it'll be blank, on this one it'll be blank, but on this one it will just boop, backup. There it is. Click on it, and then it pulls it up on the screen. All you got to do is just. It's really easy.
Oh no.
There's even a graphical page that has the button on there also, and it's on every system by default unless you delete it. It's good times.
Goodness.
And those are my friends.
I've ran into issues where people weren't taking backups. It's awful.
Oof.
It's like, what are we doing here, guys? How long have
It's
we been
such
doing
a
this?
simple thing.
How long are we doing this?
There's drives on top of drives on top of drives all over. Here's one in my hand. It's on my desk. And oh look, there's another one.
Drives
And-
everywhere, drives.
Oh look, there's two more. Just came out of my bag the other day. I should put these back in my bag.
He's the Oprah
And I bet
of
every one of them
drives.
has something on it.
You
Dude,
get a
I'm-
drive. You get a drive.
I take backups everywhere I go, man. Like it's just good habit.
Mm.
Also
Oh,
take
yeah.
batteries. You know, your panels might need a new battery to save that internal memory every once in a while.
Oh, little coin batteries.
Just pop them. Coin batteries. But our old ones took AA s,
I've seen those.
and
before. Software
the
house used to
cheap
have those.
ones that we put in there like corrode in like a year and a half. They go real bad. So I always bring like lithium ions. Is what I always kept in my bag.
Mm.
It was a good habit. But yeah, I think we're all on the same page with friends. Like, you know, for me, it is. It's just you got to be a good person, just
Mm.
not a shitty person at heart. I like the genuine quite a bit. That's a good one. Yeah, funny. I got to be able to have a good time with you.
Same here.
I can
It's-
live without athletic friends. I mean, but dude, but you know what? Golfing with you is still a joy.
Yeah,
It's still a
fun.
joy.
It's a good time because I'm funny and genuine. So I checked
You were
two of the boxes.
genuinely
boxes.
funny.
Oh,
We're
great.
genuinely funny and genuinely not great at golf, but damn it, if it's not fun to hang out.
I just want to say how shocking it is that three friends all have the same values and like
It's
as friends.
weird how that
It's
works.
just so shocking, isn't it? Because-
Well, I mean, it could be like, you know, maybe you like friends that have a, you know, a higher stature. Now, here to play on friends, here's an interesting one. How many of you guys would consider yourselves like the ringleader of a group?
No,
None of you? Man.
no. My friend Webb is so diasporous that it's just kind
Dispersed.
of yeah.
Stop using these shitty words. What is diasporous?
I probably mispronounced it, but yeah, I'm probably thinking of something else. But it's all over the place.
no,
so.
it's you're using the right term.
But it yeah,
It's
like
very spread
it's,
out.
It's very just all over the place.
Dispersed is also a word.
It is.
So there's Taylor talking down to me again, and he knows it.
Not really.
He's using, I believe he's using the adjective form of dysphoria, right?
There's
Is that how you
something-
pronounce the
uh,
main word?
Yeah,
dysphoria?
there's.
So it'd
I'm-
be I can't say it now.
You're good. You're good.
It's-
I have
it's
a
above me.
four-letter word followed by
Alright.
a three-letter word that I'm thinking in regards to this situation.
But
Is it good job?
there you go. Put them.
That's it. That's the one.
Nice.
I'm
Good
surprised.
to-
I can't believe
good
how
to-
fast
good
how
a
fast that came to my
job.
brain.
Good on you. Good on you.
Good job.
All right. Well, I think
Can I
we
have
covered this
a
one.
little caveat in here that I want to add?
I love
Something.
caveats.
Yeah,
No,
little-
let's go ahead and move into the top three. Now.
Top
No,
shit.
go ahead, Taylor. He
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah, you could say that all you want, Graham. I'm still gonna bully through it. One thing I do, and I think I see this in most people that I try to like keep close, is that knowing that joy is not hedonistic. Being joyful doesn't necessarily mean being a hedonistic schmuck.
Schmuck.
Hedonistic schmuck. That was something I had written down. I don't know. I feel like knowing that joy comes from, of not just simply from just always going.
You mean
into...
it's not friends who can only have fun out drinking and partying?
Yeah,
and doing
yeah,
stuff like that?
constantly like that. You know, there was a couple buddies that I had in college that were certainly like that, and we got along, but it would be like trying to mix oil and water, and that we could get along, but it's just like, okay, hope you're doing well, and that's that's all there is to it. So.
Yeah, because nothing good comes from that stuff, and I'm too old to be dealing with the drama of the bad stuff that comes when you're constantly doing that.
I think a big part of it comes from, and I think a lot of just how I am comes from how, as a child, being around like AA and NA members and stuff, and just really saying, "Oh yes, you messed up your life this way. Let me take notes on this real quick. Probably shouldn't be doing that."
Note taken.
Well, and that really skews me probably a lot more. I think it probably helped me avoid really bad behaviors that I know I would have gone into or something had I not had those lessons hammered into me and stuff. So
I don't know why. My thing, I did stupid stuff, but it never was to any extreme, and I never really got into a whole lot of trouble. And I don't know why, but like growing up, I was terrified of being in trouble. The thought of being in trouble absolutely just terrified me. So that was a very good compass to be like, that doesn't seem like a good decision. Let's go this way. So.
That's fair. So, yeah, that was just the other little thing I had written.
Our top 3.
So I have top 3, and I am hungry, so I wanted to talk about breakfast foods to make me even hungrier. So, what your top 3 breakfast meals or foods?
Okay,
so it could
thank
be
God. That
either.
was going to be a question.
Okay.
I wanted to
was a question too.
discuss meals.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a
Okay.
couple foods as well.
that's fine.
'Cause I'm not a
yes.
big breakfast guy. So.
That's fair. Like mine are things that you can be a meal, but things that can also just be just a singular.
Okay.
So depending on how you want to play the game. So I will have mine in order here, and my third place will be waffles, the humble waffle, with its ridges.
The humble waffle.
With its ridges for all the wonderful dammed up syrup and fruits and stuff that you want to put in there. Or I like to powder it with like a Chinese 5 spice,
Oh,
which
interesting.
give it a little bit of a different vibe than just like cinnamon and stuff, because it's got, I think, cinnamon, pepper, anise, and then like cloves, and then I can't remember what the 5th one is, but it has a nice little taste to it and stuff. But I certainly love waffles.
You would have
They are tasty and delicious.
you would have liked to been at
So-
my house on Saturday because I spent an hour and a half and I made homemade Belgian waffles with homemade wild berry sauce and homemade whipped cream.
Very
and
nice.
then I
I've
did
been all over that.
Yeah.
powdered sugar sprinkled over top
Oh yeah,
and fresh strawberries. I also cut fresh strawberries for it.
nice.
I will say Belgian, not my favorite. It's too thick. It's just too
That's
big.
the
like,
only waffle I really like is a Belgian.
Okay.
Really? See, you put me in a world of a Waffle House. A little bit thinner, more, I don't want to say pancake-like because it's definitely not a pancake.
But it's thinner.
I just like,
Yeah, I get
it
you.
is. It's definitely a thinner waffle. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the large dams Taylor speaks of in those Belgian waffles. Like, it's a real pain in the ass to spread butter on those, man. Like,
yeah.
by the time I'm done, I got a whole stick in there, and it's just not good for the figure, you know?
That well, I will say I also love a good Waffle House, but I'm not going to say why because it's my number one. So Waffle
Okay.
House is not my number one.
Live it
My
back.
number
I
one
get-
thing is because of at Waffle House. So
I got you. Fair enough.
Mm.
So, I guess we'll pivot to Drew. How about you?
So mine is a cousin of the waffle, and mine is a pancake.
Okay.
And it's softer, it's fluffier, Oh man, you can really make a mean pancake. What?
I-
You have a finger
I
up.
was gonna ask, what kind of, like a buckwheat pancake or?
A buckwheat pancake. So I'll get into this. So, personally,
It's not. A
I
buckwheat
like
pancake,
using. I don't know what the hell that
Taylor.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's no crepe. Okay, this America.
Oh
so
God,
any
crepes are good. So slow down. Okay?
break it. Go on, break it. um. Anyways, these colors don't run. So if I'm going for a traditional pancake, if I'm going for a traditional pancake, it is going to be made with it will be homemade. It will have real buttermilk in it.
Mm.
I hate buttermilk in everything but a delicious pancake. It just
Really?
Interesting.
it fluffs it up to another level, and the taste is outstanding.
Yeah.
You can also throw a little bit of Sprite in there, kind of the McDonald's style of pancake, right? Sprite's a really good sweetener of the
Oh,
pancake.
interesting.
Killer. And if you really feel saucy and you're like, God, I wish I could do something, but I don't have much, grab one of your kids' apple sauces, like those little squeezy,
yep.
apple, banana, put it in there. It's delicious. But I love going crazy, man. Slice up some banana, throw it in there, freaking chop up some apples. You want to cook the apple a little bit first. You got to get it nice and soft.
Caramelized and stuff.
But you could throw so much crap in a pancake. Denny's has bacon in pancakes.
Yeah.
It's baconalia. Anybody? Have you ever had the maple bacon milkshake? Delicious. You didn't think it would be, but it is. It's
Okay,
good.
all right,
But
I'll take your word for it.
I've had a maple
Like-
bacon donut, but
Yeah.
sounds amazing. So, like the waffle, you could do so much with it to like spice it up and make it cool. I think I like the texture of it better than the pancake because the flavor is not too far off. Let's be honest.
Right.
I
So,
don't love
yeah,
pancakes.
the pancake. Well,
I-
you're also not
It's
right
just
about much.
I just feel like I'm just eating straight bread, and it just annoys me.
That's
Because
because you're not putting stuff in it.
well,
Yeah,
no, I'll
what-
put like peanut butter and syrup and fruits or whatever, and I get like halfway through it, and I feel like I'm just chewing cement because it's just soaked bread, and it's like, okay, this is not my
what
thing.
the hell? Maybe you don't know
Cook
how
your
to make
pancakes a little bit more thoroughly.
Well, no, they're cooked.
Stop
They're
trying
cooked
to
just
eat the batter
fine.
as it is. You're supposed
They're
to.
cooked just fine. They're cooked all the way through. It's just, I feel like it's a lot of effort for a piece of bread, and I'm like, I'm good. I'll pass on that. And
All
that, and
right.
I don't love syrup. I think that has a lot to do with it, which is why I don't like regular waffles.
Is it because you hate Canadians?
No, because I'm not using the maple syrup. It's
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe
I
you need
just-
to use Canadian syrup.
but I've used both. I just don't love the taste of syrup.
That's fair.
I'll eat it, but I
Interesting.
don't love it.
Have you had? Did you try? Did I have you try that shagbark syrup?
No.
When I was okay. That was pretty
Shagbark.
bomb. Cinnamon shagbark. Guy in Chandlersville, close to Cumberland, out in the middle of nowhere.
Is it a thick fluid?
No, this is really
viscosity?
thin. It's a really thin.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. No, but it's pretty tasty. I haven't. The place I was buying it, they haven't had any in, so I don't know if the guy just didn't have a good batch this past year or something. But
Okay. I don't know
Is-
if they'll
is-
salvage
is it-
pancakes. For
oh
me,
no,
but
that's fair. But like, is it because it is a lot thicker and it's kind of got that just sort of molasses? If it was thinner, do you think it would be?
probably not. Honestly.
It's more okay.
I think it's
just
just more
the-
the taste.
the
The taste
taste.
just. I don't love it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Fair.
Have you tried chocolate sauce?
Yes.
Strawberry sauce?
Yep. Those
Still doesn't do it for you,
Mm.
huh?
Okay.
Nutella. I mean, I've tried so many different things.
I'm not a
and
big
just-
fan of Nutella myself.
I love
so.
it. That's
No,
the thing.
Nutella's disgusting.
I love Nutella.
Well, because
You
it's
guys are
what
crazy.
hazelnut and chocolate or
It's
something.
hazelnut
so
flavored.
I like
Hazelnut's like-
hazelnut.
One of
I'm
my
just-
favorite flavors.
I'm just not a
so-
big chocolate guy. So
Mm.
Oh, see, it's perfect for me.
yeah.
So those Ferrero Rochers are so good.
Yeah.
The hazelnut chocolate candies are killer.
Yeah. No, my
I just-
dad really likes those.
Pancakes and waffles, because I made Belgian waffles more for my kids and my wife than
Mm.
for me this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
Well,
On
take
me?
it away, Burns.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's have it.
I don't know if this is kind of cheating. maybe.
Yes, it is.
Because it could be. It's more considered a brunch. Stop. Just stop doing it, Taylor. No, I won't. It's more of a brunch item. So, but probably shrimp and grits. Grits by themselves. I hate grits.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
Disgusting.
god!
But you put some butter and cheese in those grits, and you slap some Cajun shrimp in there.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
I'll eat it like a pig out of a trough.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll eat shrimp tails and all. Let's go.
I will
love
buy you
shrimp
said
and
meal
grits.
if I could video it.
Straight out of the trough. Sit up all over my
I
breakfast.
will add sound. I
Like
will
Ralphie
add
in A
sound
Christmas
effects.
Story.
It will happen.
Oh.
No, I love shrimp and grits. Very tasty.
That
Hate
sounds
grits by
fucking
themselves.
horrible.
Hate
Like,
grits by
I
themselves.
like-
Mm.
I like shrimp. The thought of eating that with a grit
Oh,
absolutely
it's
makes
so
my
good.
stomach
It's
turn.
it's like
Oh my
it turns
god!
into like a chewy or a cheesy, buttery porridge that you eat it with, and it's just incredible.
Mm.
So that's
I
probably.
think I'd
my-
probably bounce out the cheese and just keep it with the shrimp and just
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it's got to have some cheese.
yeah, that's fair.
So
Nope. Let's move on. Taylor, number 2. That one's got me not feeling it.
Not feeling it. All right. My number 2 is I am a fan of oatmeal. I really like oatmeal.
I'll eat it.
With, do you prefer it with shrimp? Yes or
Not
no?
quite. No. I'm gonna say no. Fruit and after making oatmeal, heavy whipping cream. Having a little bit of heavy whipping cream.
Oh, heavy whipping
interesting.
cream's divine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You kind of give it a little bit more of a creamy go for it, but
It's pretty much liquid fat. It's actually not that bad for you. It's delicious.
glorious. It's just so glorious.
It goes good in coffee. Now, if I don't eat and I have heavy whipping cream in my coffee, I will be shitting my brains out half the morning. Like you have got to have some food with that, or it's not good, man.
He ain't wrong, but yeah, because I first kind of took getting used to it. I'm like, what the? What is,
I
Gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll definitely eat oatmeal. I don't actively seek it out,
Mm,
but you
Never.
know, we have it in the morning or whatever. I'll eat it. Throw a little
yeah.
brown sugar cinnamon in there. I really like brown sugar cinnamon oatmeal. That's pretty tasty.
Okay.
So
I have gone on oatmeal kicks in my life. Like, it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing. Like, why don't I do this more often? And then, like, after a week, it's like, why the hell did I even do this?
yeah, why am I doing
Like-
this right now? The way Drew feels about oatmeal is how I feel about pancakes. It's like, I start and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm into this, and then about halfway through, I'm like,
Like, no. That's
somebody
fair.
else eat this because I'm done with it.
Just moderation. Just,
Well, see, like, when I go to the store, see, I'm horrible at shopping for food. It's like, okay, what do I want for breakfast this week? Oh, I want oatmeal. So I buy a box of oatmeal, and I feel like I have to eat the whole box of oatmeal before I buy another breakfast.
Oh, see, I don't
It's
do
just,
it. We gotta have a couple options
Mhm.
for breakfast. So, or as my grandpa say, breakfast. Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Gotta have
That's
some couple
nice.
options for breakfast for your vittles.
Or
love
I'd
it.
say I grocery shopping wise, I'll probably go like 3-4 times a week. Just a couple things here.
Me
and
too.
there. Yeah.
We go
Yep.
like once every week or two, and that's it.
Mm,
Just buy it all at once. Drop
I
a
never
cool
know what I want.
$300-$400.
oh yeah, you gotta love that, right?
Yep. All right, my number 2. This one should not come as a shock to most people, but a delicious breakfast omelet.
Okay.
You could do so much with an omelet. So many choices of meats, cheeses, vegetables, hot sauces. Oh yeah, perhaps sour cream. It's
Chives.
such a I could do some chives. It really depends on the right. It's what are you putting on this bad boy?
Mm,
But like for an omelet, man, it just it's a good, clean, neat meal that you could really have a good time with. Philly cheesesteak omelet, Denver omelet, ham and cheese omelet. But I think there's a
what is a
anything
Denver
with
omelet?
peppers. It's like basically. That's got some like green pepper in it, ham, cheese.
Okay.
I think a little bit of tomato, and I'm not a big fan of tomato, but I could be wrong on some of those ingredients. But I mean, peppers, meats, cheeses, mushrooms. Oh, so good in an omelet.
I hate scrambled eggs, so not a fan of omelets.
Well, it's an omelet, so it's not a scrambled
Not
egg.
quite a scrambled egg.
It's scrambled and
definitely
then
not
formed
scrambled.
into a.
No, it's not. It's
How
not
the hell is it
scrambled at
not?
all. Scrambled when you're like beating it the whole time. This is like I crack the egg, I get the yolk all dispersed, and
You
it
scramble
makes
it in
a
the pan.
pancake.
You dumbass. You were
It's
scrambling
different,
it to
no.
make the
It's
omelet,
different.
moron.
The omelet. Yeah.
Well, it's an omelet.
I make a bunch of omelettes.
I mean,
It's not-
I get what you mean, but
A
It's not-
dish made
it's-
from beaten eggs fried in a pan. That is literally the same thing
Yeah.
as scrambling it.
No, it's not.
It absolutely
I
is.
think
Well-
it tastes different. I think
It does.
it's weird, but I agree. Like scrambled eggs taste very different than an omelet, and I think it's because you're scrambling. A lot of times people are scrambling it when they are cooking it. A lot of times.
Yes, that's the point. I beat it in a little coffee cup and I pour it on the meats and veggies, and it bonds into like a sheet of
Okay,
awesomeness.
excuse me. I hate beaten eggs then. How's that? Is that fine?
Fair.
Mhm.
I
You
hate
absolutely are allowed
I
to
hate
hate
any
beaten
egg that
eggs.
comes out of a frying pan. The
Now,
only
see, that
time
makes more
What-
sense.
the only time I will eat an egg out of a pan is if it's sunny side up or over easy, and
Those are both great
it has
options.
to have a ton of shit on it for me to eat it. Hot sauces.
What do you-
all kinds of stuff. I'm not gonna
Oh
say yet.
yeah. What kind of hot sauce do you put on an over easy there?
I'll do some Franks occasionally. Sometimes I'll do like a
Mm.
Cholula.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, Mexican hot sauces I feel go pretty good on it. Stuff like whatever I have in my fridge.
So that has become one of my favorite eggs, by the way. Like
And
I was
over
always
easy?
a scrambled guy. Yeah, so I was
Okay.
always a scrambled guy, but like lately I'll toss 2 or 3 eggs in there depending. If I'm having something with it, it's 2 eggs. If it's just the eggs, I'll do 3 eggs. But just the dash of salt, a lot of pepper, and then I'll like just go crazy with the cayenne, or if I have a Frank's, I'll throw Frank's on there. Oh man, like it's delicious.
Yeah, there's a
I do a little bit of water. I do a couple tablespoons of water, then put the lid on it to like
Oh, yeah.
steam the top real
Yeah.
nice. Oh yeah.
there's a
Mm.
what is it, like a rosemary, and I know you don't like garlic, so it's but
No. I like garlic. I don't like garlic as much as my wife.
oh, okay,
Big
okay.
difference.
see, I love
Okay.
garlic.
Well,
so-
no, there's a rosemary garlic seasoning that I have that I
Ooh.
like to.
I would try it.
yeah.
I would
I'm down-
absolutely
down
try
with
Gotcha,
it.
that.
gotcha.
Maybe not
I'll-
on eggs, but other
Yeah,
things.
no, I like to do that for. I like to just do sunny side up.
So I will say, while I hate a fried egg or a scrambled or a beaten omelet egg, I love hard boiled eggs. Don't know why. I do
Huh.
love a good hard boiled egg. Now I dress it up a lot: salt, pepper, hot sauce.
Uh.
A lot of times I'll cut an olive and put it in half, eat it with an olive. Almost
Okay.
make kind of like a deviled egg, ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I love
One-
deviled eggs
oh,
too.
one-
So
Oh
I'm
god,
not a
when my wife makes that shit, I just ready to leave the
oh,
house.
so good. Brittany and I will make it
God.
for like Christmas or Thanksgiving. We always take them to the family get-togethers, and we'll make like another half dozen just for us to eat while we're making them.
Oof. Gracious.
I love deviled
Nope.
eggs.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I'm not here for it. My wife always makes it for the parties too, and it pisses me
Oh,
off.
I love a deviled egg. I experiment with them, putting olive oil in the mix.
Yeah,
and
you do.
all
I
kinds of
heard that
stuff.
about you.
Mm.
I do. Very experimental.
What's the kind of egg you find in a good ramen? Ajisuko, Taylor, come on.
I know
egg and
it's a
ramen.
parboiled egg. It's not boiled It's not completely
It's-
hard boiled. It's still
yes.
soft.
Yeah.
And then
they-
they're always like they always look off colored.
They marinate
Right.
it
'Cause
in
it's-
soy sauce. And
Yeah, it's marinated
mirin,
in
long
isn't
time.
it? Is it mirin and soy sauce?
Delicious.
I think there's something other than just soy sauce. To
Might
sweeten it a
be.
little.
I don't recall. I don't really.
I
eat
could get a bowl
ramen
of those
very
bad
often,
boys and just go to town.
So
It's delicious.
because the yolk itself is still kind of liquidy.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
it stirs into this into the ramen broth.
So good.
No, it's.
So
So
I
good.
I really like with the gyudon the rice and the meat. Crack open an egg over top of it and just stir it in.
Why
See,
not?
I have to be careful with that because of
Yeah,
heart
that's,
transplant. That might be risking a little too risky.
that's fair.
Even though I've heard eggs really aren't going to give you as salmonella. The chance I think for salmonella is a lot lower with raw egg than it is like raw chicken. Raw chicken is really where you stand. I think the egg is a little safer. So
Okay.
I heard that the most outbreaks of salmonella from eggs are in the U.S., and it's because we wash our eggs, and we're like the only country that washes our eggs.
Yeah.
And then
Interesting.
refrigerates them.
Everybody else
I've
leaves
also
them out.
heard. I've also heard we're all one of the only countries that like cooks and stuff, and people on say not to wash your chicken because it spreads the likeliness of salmonella by washing it, the water splashing it around. So they say don't ever wash your
I
chicken,
would believe
just
that.
cook it.
Okay.
And then people from other countries are like, "You're not washing your chicken. What the hell are you doing?" So I normally don't wash mine. I usually defrost it or whatever. And then
I've
I cook it.
I've never considered washing my chicken.
But I don't wash beef. I don't wash steaks. I pat them
That-
dry.
I would
But
I would ask you what's wrong with you if you were in there like I gotta wash it before I eat it. Like
I was
Before
say
I
I don't
cook
I don't
it.
yeah I don't really
Cooking should
cook
kill it.
I don't cook chicken very I don't cook chicken like
I cook
at
chicken
all.
all the time.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, I blame my dad for that one. Because
I blame my wife for that because
well he
her
no
favorite
like when
thing's
I
fried
was
chicken.
when I was growing up and stuff, he didn't really cook chicken too often, and when he did, he would always be like really like double check it, triple check it, make yeah, because I think he'd
Turn it
gotten
into a brick.
well, no. It turned out fine, but I think he would just be overly conscientious about it because he had gotten
drove it into your head that it was dangerous.
well, I think he'd gotten really bad food poisoning from it as a kid or
Oh.
something, and
So
that
it made
just
him a little wary.
he just stayed stuck with them, and so that kind of just stuck with me. I'm like, well, fuck it, I ain't even gonna cook chicken then. I'll just stick with the fish and the beef. Sorry, chicken. I'll just get some chicken nuggets somewhere. Like get the dinosaur ones. Make me feel like a child again.
I got really, really sick on those and tater tots when I was a kid, and
Oh, that's fair.
to this day, like I can eat tater tots now.
Yeah.
Don't love them, but like
Mm.
the Dino chicken nuggets, the ones like that.
Oh, they're
To be
gross.
honest,
They're so gross.
I love McDonald's chicken nuggets, and they're really no different. They just deep fry them, and the breading's a little bit different. It's that crumbly breading on it. It's not my jam.
I'm that way with ice cream sandwiches. I ate like
Oh, so good.
14 of them one day, and I threw up. And I like, ever since then, I've been like,
You're good on that.
yeah, they're not my thing.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh,
that's awful.
That's rough. That's so
It's an
rough.
awful one.
Huh.
All right, so my second one is any kind of like fried potato. So home fries, cut into cubes, hash browns. I love a good hash brown or home fry for breakfast. I could literally
They
eat
are
that
delish.
for breakfast by
They're
itself. So
fantastic. And I know you'd mentioned the Waffle House earlier. I love the Waffle House hash brown business of
they're not my
Oh, well-
favorite, but I'll eat
Well, you have to tell them. You got to tell them well done.
Is
I
that
like
it?
a little crunch to the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
like
a
a little
little bit of
crunch to the
crunch.
top of my.
I think maybe that's the issue. Is I've always felt they were a little soft still.
yeah,
So,
you gotta get them,
yeah.
get them well done, get them good,
Denny's
crispy,
is
crunchy.
the biggest sinner of that. And Denny's are like,
barely
it's like,
cooked.
did you cook these in water? you know, like-
Yeah, they've got to be crispy. They got to be salty.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't
And-
need the whole thing to be crispy, but I want that first bite to be.
Well,
And
there's
then
there's an art to getting the outside crispy, but then that section in the middle stays soft.
Mm.
So you're getting both. That's the art
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
it is.
No.
That is the art of it.
But I also love home fries too. You know, diced up potatoes.
I don't care for them very much.
I love home
It's
fries.
not
Okay.
that they're bad. Like I just don't really enjoy eating them very much. I'd rather have like a tater tot than a home fry.
Mm.
See, and I cook home fries a lot more because normally we don't have a frozen bag of hash browns in the fridge, but we
Mhm.
have potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to
Yeah.
stand there all morning and shred potatoes for hash browns and dry them out and get them all ready when I can just
No,
cube
that-
potatoes and cook home
Mm,
fries.
Right. No, that's
So-
fair. Totally understandable.
But that's my number 2 for sure. I love a good fried potato in the morning.
Okay. All right. My number 1. I absolutely love making and eating and devouring a breakfast burrito.
Okay.
So good.
So good. Just
So good.
so fantastic. I don't do anything terribly fancy with it, but just something as simple as potatoes, onions, you get some peppers, and eggs. If you want to have sausage, great. Like it
Gotta
does.
have the eggs in there.
Yeah,
Too much
I-
eggs. I don't like them
yeah.
because there's too much eggs.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But like, yeah, if you don't, sausage, yes, no, either way. I love breakfast burritos so much. They are
Bless you.
they are my number 1.
No arguments here. You could even say breakfast tacos in there. Just
Mm.
delicious. Taylor, if you're ever, and I will recommend this to you, if you're ever driving and it's early and you see a Buc-ee's, you might say Busey's, but there's a beaver. It's Buc-ee's, okay?
Right, yeah.
Their breakfast burritos, their breakfast tacos are bar none some of the greatest things ever.
How far up north
Um,
have they gotten so
They're
far?
in Kentucky, dog. They're in
Okay.
Kentucky. They are getting an Ohio location. I
Yeah,
hear. They're
there's one
entering
coming to
7 more
Ohio.
states. Absolutely worth it in every way, shape, and form. Their food. By the way, like there's a sign. If I could find the picture of it, I'll send it. They're like chef, $100,000 a year plus job. To be like, they take everything very seriously. Like
Mhm.
their top management makes like really damn good money, and their food is great quality. Every bit of it is
Mhm.
great quality.
So, unfortunately for you, Taylor, I'm pretty sure that Buc-ee's is going in Springfield, so out by Dayton. So it's going to be a
That
bit of a
is-
haul.
It is a bit of a
Taylor,
haul.
make the trip.
Well, yeah.
Sidebar.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, yeah. Give it 4 months. Come on, hurry up.
Well, I'll
It's
tell
worth
you,
the detour.
and it's going to be super packed for like the first year.
Yeah,
It's gonna
right,
be
right.
the first
Oh, it'll be
Buc-ee's in
all-
Ohio,
all.
So
I'm not lying, dude. I go to Buc-ee's now, like especially if I'm heading east, south, or west. North, it's way too far, but those other locations, they've been here forever. Busy every day.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
they
surprised.
will get you in and out, and I don't care how many people shit in that bathroom. That's the cleanest bathroom
I've heard
you will
that too.
ever go take a crap
that
in.
is what I've heard as well. Yeah.
They're not lying. Like, I don't like taking a dump in public. I have no qualm taking a dump at Buc-ee's.
For work, I will go into certain businesses and stuff, and there's been some that I've gone into that have been closed, that have like had the keys and code to get into and stuff, that the call to take the dump has happened, and I'm like, okay. And there's been some times I'm like, man, I feel really bad. Like they're gonna be like, who didn't clean? Like
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. I'm just kind of like, come on, triple courtesy flush, go, get down.
Time to go.
Right.
Time to go.
I've been there. Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, and then it's like this better go down because I don't like who else are they gonna be like? Yeah, who forgot to take care of the giant?
I was at a Meijer one day in Westerville, and
Mm.
it was one of those bathrooms that didn't have the door. You just walk through like the maze.
Oh yeah.
To get back to it, it's an open entrance, but it like goes to the wall, and then you come back, and then you go in. The noises I was making in that bathroom. When I came out, 4 different cashiers were staring at me because they're right next to where all the checkouts were. And I walk out, and they're all just like, and I just put my head down and walked out.
The elder at the door is like, "You okay, son?"
Barely made it out of there.
Oh Lord.
I won't be back.
Yeah,
Don't
you will never
worry.
see me again. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for sharing that one.
That was a good one.
My number 3, and this is one of my favorites. Steak and eggs for breakfast. I love steak. It's delicious. It's full of protein, so healthy for everything except for maybe your arteries. But by God, steak and eggs, man. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to have the nicest steak for it. I found like a chuck eye steak. It's like ribeye's ugly bastard cousin. Little bit
Less
more
accomplished.
stringy, but all the flavor of ribeye. And God, like I just love going to get some cheap steaks, making some eggs, or leftover steak from the night before, which normally isn't my steak.
Oh, yeah.
Especially now, I've moved back to the grill. There's something about a grilled steak; it's just too damn good. But I don't get like 16-ounce anything. So, I'm getting 10-ounce sirloins, and
Yeah,
that's
something
going
with
down
the
in one
eggs.
meal.
Yeah,
Mm.
something
Yeah.
to go down in the eggs.
But
So.
delicious. I love a good steak and egg. It's fantastic. And I actually as far as steaks go, like for dinner, I don't want like A1 because I generally make a pretty good steak.
Mm.
But for breakfast, something about I kind of mentally want A1 on that steak for breakfast.
Yeah, okay.
See,
So
I'm very weird because I can have like the most perfectly cooked steak on earth, and I still would like a little A1 with it. That's just how
It's
much
delicious.
I like. That's just
That's
how much I
fair,
like
that's
A1
fair.
sauce.
It's
I love
good.
A1 sauce.
Yeah.
So
I'm not like if I put down a $40 steak in front of you and you put A1 on it, you would offend me. But I would tell you, just so you know. Like,
That's
to be
fine, and-
Clear, like
as we discussed earlier, in being genuine, I would tell you I don't give a shit, and I would eat my steak in A1 sauce, and then I would tell you be happy it's not ketchup, which would never happen with
I
me.
would
'cause
probably kick you out of my house.
I wouldn't blame you because
That's
ketchup
where
is
I would draw the line.
ketchup is probably the most
So-
disgusting condiment ever created. So
Well, it's not. It's not at all. But so a similar
Terrible.
situation. I had gotten my buddy a 15-year bottle of Balvenie, aged in a sherry cask. This was delicious. This scotch was, oh
Yeah,
my
that's-
god! Like
a
you sipped
very
it
good
and
scotch.
you heard the choirs of angels singing. Oh my god! Like I was like, this is fantastic. My friend Ryan poured it out. Like when we weren't looking, he's like down the sink, and I'm like, not only did he pour at a bar what would have been like a $30 shot down the
Yeah.
sink, but he ripped my heart out right in front of me at that
it's
that
like,
moment.
if you don't want it, give it to me. I'll drink it.
You're right.
I'll drink it for you.
Yeah, it's like I'll drink it.
then-
Don't throw it away. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oof.
everybody's raving about how good it was. I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is killer. And he, boop, almost ended the friendship. Almost.
I don't blame you there.
It was.
You should have told him you owe me
was close.
$30 now.
Well, I think I paid like $130 for that bottle.
Mm.
It
But
was-
there's
it
some
was
bottles out
delicious.
there that are worth that.
Well,
I mean?
that was
They
it was
really
it was
are.
more the celebration. It was my friend's. It was his bachelor party, and that was the pregame and the after party. Was that
Yeah.
bottle? So
Very nice. All right, I'll go ahead and give you the last one. My
Hi.
number one.
Bring us home.
hang on. Let me brace for disappointment. Hang on.
I told you I am
All
not
right.
I'm not a breakfast guy. I'd rather
All right,
eat
let's
a
have it.
regular lunch burrito than most breakfast foods.
Pull out just an orange with a straw in it, kind of
Give me a
nonsense or
hamburger. Give me a hamburger. I just
I
don't-
have had many a hamburger for breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I do not know why we have this culture of like it's got to be eggs and bacon and all this. No, just eat whatever the hell you want. It's just a meal.
Mm.
But anyways, my number one by far is breakfast sausage. I could eat literally a whole pound tube of breakfast sausage by myself for breakfast and want
Hell,
more.
we're talking the tube of breakfast sausage. It is delicious.
So I like sausage links as well. I do. I will eat them. I prefer like the sausage patties though.
Mm.
I do too.
And I think Waffle House, I think they use Jimmy Dean. I could be wrong, but I think it's Jimmy Dean. The way they cook theirs is just stellar. Like when I go and everybody else is getting waffles and everything, I'm like, give me like 4 orders of just your breakfast sausage. It's all I need. I don't need anything else. So breakfast sausage by far my favorite. Love breakfast sausage. That leads into my favorite breakfast meal though, which is sausage biscuits and gravy.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Oh, really
love
good.
Sausage biscuits and gravy, or as my grandpa says, sausage biscuits and gravy. I was talking to a friend the other day and I said that and didn't realize it. And she looked at me. I was like, I said biscuits, didn't I? And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's my grandpa coming out at me.
I'm not having a
biscuits, and
stroke right
gravy.
now. Yeah, it's just
It's my grandpa's
just-
spirit shot out of me for a second. But and the best way to eat sausage, biscuits, and gravy is you tie everything I've talked about pretty much besides the grits in. You take the biscuit, you put down the home fries or hash browns. Then, in the only time I like a fried egg, put a fried egg over it with the yolk still runny, then sausage gravy on top. So when you cut into it, the yolk breaks, spreads around, you get some franks on top of the gravy. It's just the perfect amalgamation of breakfast is sausage gravy biscuits layered over a fried egg and hash browns or home fries. But I also have to have usually 4 pieces, 4 sausage patties on the side. So, I love breakfast sausage. I use it in my.
I'm definitely
I use
definitely
hot
not
breakfast sausage in my.
disappointed.
I use it in my chili too. So
okay.
it's just something about breakfast sausage. It's incredible. So
Hmm.
I will choose that
All right.
10 out of 10 times over bacon, no matter how damn good your bacon is. Give me the sausage.
I would probably
love,
agree with that.
I love bacon. I love bacon, but bacon I feel is a much better complementary breakfast meat
Mm.
over like, I don't mind eating bacon just by itself, but sausage I think has more flavor.
For
where
sure.
bacon complements like everything so
Yeah.
well.
I love bacon too. Don't get me wrong. I will never turn down a piece of bacon. But when I go to restaurants and you get that choice of what's your, what meat do you want on the side, it's going to be sausage and it's going to be patties if I can get it.
Mm.
But I'll eat a link. I have no problem eating links. So
Yeah, delish. I would like to give an honorable mention to Taco Bell breakfast. Not many people know that Taco Bell's a breakfast joint, but it's a unique breakfast.
I think Taco Bell. I thought you said McDonald's. I was like, everybody knows McDonald's is. I've
No.
never had Taco
Everybody-
Bell's.
Mm.
Dude, they have a breakfast crunch wrap with sausage. I dare say you should try it.
The problem is how much scrambled egg is in it.
Not a lot. It's more of a hash brown, a little bit of egg, some of their
Could be.
quesadilla sauce, and
Oh.
like a stuff in a sausage.
I
It
could-
all. Yeah,
I would
it's
try
good.
that for sure. That's like when I go to
it's-
McDonald's and I get breakfast, I always get double sausage. I always get an extra
Mm.
sausage patty. Every time I go,
Oh,
I
dude.
literally would get just the sausage biscuit and get two patties on it.
I get
So-
two sausage. I get two sausage biscuits. It's like $3. That's the cheapest breakfast
Oh,
you
heck
get.
yeah.
It may not be food, but
Yeah, it tastes fine.
good.
And McDonald's actually has a fairly decent breakfast sausage patty.
They do. And
it's
honestly,
just the
of
right
all
amount
the
of spice. So
of all the fast foods, they have the best coffee. So, Burger King is like burnt ass. Taco Bell actually has decent coffee, but they don't really have half and half in sugar here in Houston. They will have French vanilla and
Oh, yeah.
Splenda, and you can just shove that right up your ass.
they want to
Okay,
keep that
that's
like
insulting
Mexican
to
twist.
coffee.
Yeah, and
Um,
I have to shout out donuts. I love donuts too.
Oh,
There's
Yeah,
gotta be a
donuts
shout
are-
out.
donuts.
we,
So-
we talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Donuts.
So
And their amazingness.
I say we just can't talk about breakfast foods and not shout out donuts though. So
Best coffee though, still Tim Hortons hands down, but their food if any executive from Tim Hortons ever hears this, your food is asshole. You need to figure it out.
Oh,
Okay?
it's not
It's
good
bad.
at all. At all.
It's and steadily gone downhill too. Like,
It's like if you're gonna
But the
serve
coffee's great.
something that horrible, don't even serve food. You know
Just
what I
say,
mean?
"Hey,
Just
we
get
have
rid
coffee."
of it. Yeah, it's a coffee joint, not
Yeah.
a fucking food joint.
and Krispy Kreme coffee is by far, it could be used to pave roads. It's that is the only coffee, and I've had a lot of bad coffee. That is the only one I was like, I physically can't drink this, and I had to pour it out.
Ew.
It was that bad. Could have been the joint. It could just be that Krispy Kreme. I don't know, but it was.
I would
Not
say, like,
It had it. It was growing chest hair as I drank it. I don't know how it's possible, but it was. It was growing chest hair.
I don't ever buy coffee
Yeah,
out and about. Like I'll make it, and even then, like I'll go through spurts where I'll make it for a while, and then I just won't have. Like I haven't had coffee in probably about 3 months or so. Yeah,
I don't drink coffee like ever.
I
I
don't
get a
drink
nice
it to
coffee
to
every
wake
now
up.
and then.
Yeah, I don't drink it to wake up. I just kind of like the taste of it. So
Yeah, see.
I'll be straight with you guys. Like it's been probably about a month now since I've had a drink of alcohol. Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody's alive. If you took coffee away from me, I'd be doing this from prison. Like someone would die. Like,
get that
there's no-
prison pocket to
take-
use. Sneak in that phone.
You could take the alcohol, but man, if I lost coffee, it's bad. Like I can't. Tea's for pussies. In the morning, okay. If you like tea, I like tea at night, okay. But tea in the morning, it's for pussies. Coffee is what men drink, and this is just me being real.
He just doesn't
Genuine,
drink. He
some would
just
say.
doesn't drink a good Darjeeling. Just doesn't know.
I would try it, and dude, I just recently discovered chai tea.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Outstanding, outstanding. But something about coffee just makes me non-violent,
Hmm.
and I have to have it.
You know what I
So-
drink for breakfast? If I can't get my hands on orange juice, water.
Hmm.
Just
It's
drink
delicious.
water. Just stay with water.
Yeah, it's usually
I
what
haven't
I do
had
is water.
soda in a month.
I still
I bet-
drink it like when we go out places.
I-
We get
I-
fast food.
I
or
got
get
a
soda.
got a Sprite today. I had a Sprite, a cherry Sprite. I was
Cool.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw it and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
I could kick a stranger in the dick right now for a root beer. Like that's how I
Mhm.
feel about it. Like
I always,
I'm more inclined to hurt someone over a soda pop right now than a drink. Like
Your your saying is a lot nicer than mine. I've always said to my wife, like, man, I would stab a midget for a Snickers bar right now. I don't know
why
why.
a
I
midget?
yeah, that's
I don't
really
know.
pe-
would- I
peculiar
don't know
there.
why. I just
Leave
Them,
I
leave the
said it
short
one day
kings
and it
alone.
stuck.
them little people
Man.
just creep me the hell out.
I would stab a midget for some breakfast sausage right now. I don't know why. I just have always said it. It's like the kick the pig
No,
thing. Good times.
I've been dabbling back into cigars though. I will say like that's been
Hmm.
like I have to get rid of my stress somehow, and it's been cigars. It's super enjoyable. I'll probably have lung cancer next month, but they're tasty.
We're all gonna die from something.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah.
might go have one after this podcast. You never
There
know.
go.
There you go.
All right,
All
bring
right,
us
boys.
home, Graham.
Mm,
Ready to wrap this thing up? All right.
sure.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 25 of Life Around 40 podcast. Down in the description, you should be able to see our social media links and everything out to our podcast links. You know what? While you're down there checking that stuff out, why don't you drop into the comments and let us know what your favorite breakfast food is? Maybe something we've never heard of, maybe something we didn't consider, had the blinders on. So, feel free to drop something in there. Let us know. And we will catch you on the next one. All right.
Peace.
See ya.
Doodles.
Finding friends when you are a multi, look for the good, the true, the quality. Someone who laughs at all your silly jokes. That's Gary or Star Fox. Now let's talk breakfast. Top of the pops. First up for me, it's vacant up, never stops. Then fluffy pancakes, a salty dream, and a perfect fried egg breakfast supreme. Thanks for listening, come back for more. This is iPhone 40 for sure. Tune in next time, we'll see you again, Jerry. Be up and again.